everyone. Welcome to the Planecious Leaders Walk the Talk. I am Rohit Korat, the founder of the Planecious Leaders series, where we celebrate the inspiring leaders who are driving positive change towards a more sustainable future. Today, we have with us Mr. Mohamed Wazeer, who is a co founder and director of TreeTag. TreeTag is a mission driven startup striving to reduce carbon emissions through tech integrated afforestation projects, championing the qualities of transparency and quantitative accountability. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's engage in thoughtful conversation. What inspired you to transition from mechanical production engineering to social entrepreneurship focused on environmental sustainability?
First of all, thank you, Rohit, for inviting me to this Walk the Talk podcast. We are very grateful for inviting us for this day on this day and talking about Retag. And it's a very pleasure to share about our journey about Retag. And Retag we started back in 2021. Before that, I was a mechanical, as you mentioned, mechanical production engineering graduate 2015-19. So it is
Yeah.
an incident which made me to transition into the field of sustainability. That's what I would like to say. It is 2018. Kerala has faced a major flood in Kerala, and
Uh,
we were all affected, and we were all volunteering for that flood relief activity as a disaster relief. And at that moment is where I found the impact, where the climate change we are facing is very different, and it is catastrophic damages we are having. And as well, I got the opportunity to volunteer at my college as well as with Trivandrum Corporation, where they led so many support for other districts as well. So it is the eye-opening moment for me to start my journey into the sustainability as well. And I then found the opportunity to join as a project intern for a waste management startup in technology business incubator under Kerala Startup Mission in Government Engineering College, Butterhill. So my co-founder Abhijit was working with a waste management startup at that time, his MTech graduation project as well. So I also got the opportunity to learn about more about waste management, how it is affecting the climate aspect as well. So then we started the journey over there. Then I switched the position to project manager and implemented so many projects in waste management as well. But the later the transition of 2019, we all know the major thing happened is the COVID-19. The lockdown happened. So COVID-19 happened. Then we understood if it is a waste management project, we mainly focused on segregated bins manufacturing. So it is a physical hardware product. So we focused on digital project. Sometime it will get a global level scale up also possible. At that time we thought of that. So we got engaged with at that time during the waste management projects itself. We got engaged with an NGO that is Tunnel Trust. They were very active in the field of sustainability, climate change in the region. They are in Trivandrum, and they were helping out and implementing so many projects in Wayanad region in Kerala and in Attappady region in Kerala as well. So from there itself, I started my learning. Through the interaction with the Tunnel Trust NGO, I learned more about sustainability, climate change, sustainable development goal, more into the waste management field, everything. So that's where my learning curve started.
okay, amazing, amazing. So, can you share crucial moment or experience that led you to found TreeTag?
Yes, that is what I mentioned about the Tunnel Trust, engagement with
Yeah,
the Tunnel
okay.
Trust. So,
Right, right, right.
Tunnel Trust, we have an executive director, J. Kumar sir. Sir
Hmm.
used to share about a lot of stories which is
Okay.
happening across the globe as well as the regional level and district level and all. So, one of the major their implementation project was carbon neutral Meenangadi in Wayanad, Kerala, which is the first carbon
Right.
neutral project panchayat in Kerala. So that is the opportunity we got
Okay.
before registering as free tag. We initial with our waste management firm itself, we got this opportunity to
Right.
geotag around 7,000 plus trees. We have geotag for the panchayat. So it is a tree banking scheme. It is a project initiated by the government itself. So for pledging the trees, for getting some loans for the farmers, that was the concept. For that, they need to maintain a database, a digital database. Inventory records are needed. So that is what the opportunity of the tree tag name came in. That means before starting tree tag itself, we were able to implement and identify, because at that time it was COVID. We were sitting in Kerala in Trivandrum region, and we have developed an application for geotagging the trees, and it implemented the project in Wayanad. So we understood that there is no location barrier. It is possible in different regions. That is where we started the journey of building. So then we identified there is a lot of potential from the carbon neutral Minangani project. There is importance of geotagging the trees as for the database management, data inventory. There is important. So then we started the tree tag as a platform with our co-founder, Mr. Ashutosh. He is the chief technology officer. Together we developed a platform, and now it's available for corporate sector, different NGOs, different planting organization, universities. That I'll come to that in the next phase.
Yeah.
So we have developed a diversified plan.
Okay. And in this phase, like what unique challenges you face, like in building a tech integrated afforestation startup in Kerala?
In Kerala, actually, Kerala has a different challenge, because according to the terrain itself, Kerala is a very vulnerable region. That
Yeah.
means the land availability in Kerala is also very less. So a mass scale afforestation project in Kerala, I think it's not much scalable. When we talk about the advanced level as carbon credits and all, for generation of such kind of projects, I think it's very difficult. But we can do other projects as well. That means maybe based on here in Kerala itself, the government initiatives have Harida Kerala Mission, where they do the Miyawaki forest methodology. We also try
Ah,
to adopt that methodology, because the
right.
limited space we can do the afforestation projects. So such kind of projects are there. The challenge is mainly in the land availability in Kerala. So that's what we are trying to project.
Okay. 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 So can you explain like how tree tags technology ensures transparency and quantitative accountability in afforestation projects?
So TreeTag is a web-based application. It
Okay.
is accessible in all devices, and TreeTag has a different dashboard system. That means
Yeah.
when a tree is geotagged, it is connected with some entity. That means who is the planter, who planted the tree. There will be
Correct.
a notification. There will be a thing, and who has sponsored it, or who is the owner of the project. There will be that data, and all these data is publicly visible. That is one thing.
Okay.
When you click the treetag.in and when you visit the map, you can see all the trees planted and geotagged under tree tag. So it's completely visible. And how we bring accountability itself, all the trees, tree counts, species wise data, carbon capture data, and as well as if needed some other integrations features we can bring in. Such kind of facilities are also available.
Okay.
So
So
that
how
means
does uh,
a corporate want just a demo as well, just they can view the map, and they can see when it is planted and when it is last updated. So it's not only geotagging. That means updation of the process also is available.
okay, 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 amazing. So like how does tree tag balance its mission of reducing carbon emission with creating a sustainable business model?
Twitter in the sustainable business model, where we are having different models. One is for corporate sector, mainly we are focusing on. So for corporates to engage with us, they'll be having a subscription model, slab-based rates for geotagging the trees or access the data, data maintenance and data access. So based on slab-based rates, we are having charges, and they can pay based on and have the service. And
Yeah.
for NGOs and plantation, for NGOs communities, we are providing a service for free. No charges are required for using the application. And for other communities as well, we are providing a service for free. Mainly for the corporates, we are charging, and also the custom solution. That means maybe in different region they need a tree tag itself subdomain or custom
Yeah.
solution we are providing, and custom
Okay.
services also. So there also revenue comes from, where we are now dealing with a project in international market as well for carbon credit project. So for a carbon credit project developer, we are developing custom solution based on their requirement. So such kind of solutions are we are providing.
Okay. 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 Amazing. So, can you describe a project like where TreeTag has successfully created positive externalities for a social service institution?
Yes, we have done so many projects based on social intervention. Started itself, we have plantation drives conducted in social institutions, old age homes, orphanages, rehabilitation centers, and all. And recently, we have done a project for UST Global as part of the 25th Foundation Day. We conducted a small plantation drive at tribal students hostel in our region, Trivandrum region itself, and we were able to plant some fruit saplings for the students, and it will be taken care of by the students, and we are providing a fruit garden for the students. So it is a collaborative project with an NGO as well, a Sustera Foundation. So they will facilitate us. Corporate is sponsoring us. We are implementing as a technology provider and providing the capacity.
Okay. Okay. And what strategies does TreeTag employ to engage students and young people in tree planting and sustainable activities?
Actually, students are one of our major contributor towards tree tag journey. So we are already in collaboration and an official partnered with APJ Abdul Kalam Technological University from Kerala. So
Okay.
from Trivandrum to Kasargod, almost 13,000 plus students planted and geotagged the trees now. So we are providing a service for free for the students community, for the youth communities to engage with afforestation. That means we are enabling them to plant a tree on their any occasion, maybe their birthday or any special
Yeah.
events. They can plant a tree and tag a
Yes.
tree and
Yes.
share it on social media. So that's what
Yeah.
we are looking.
Okay. Great. Great. Amazing. So, how do you see the role of technology evolving in like environmental conservation and afforestation efforts?
uh, Technology has evolved so much, which I could say in terms of sustainability project as well as environment conservation project, because we have this manual kind of geotagging, but later we identified there are hectares of land, steel plants, coal plants, and all the factories. They are having 35,000, 50,000 trees are there. So manual
Yeah.
level intervention is difficult. So drone-based technologies are coming up, drone-based
Yeah.
technologies for fetching the
Yeah.
data, satellite-based imagery data are there. So for data analytics, artificial intelligence, ML is using. So different kind of technology, IoT-based system for sensors, for if a tree is cutting down, sensors for getting the data. Such kind of solutions are there in market for environment conservation and terms of sustainability.
Okay. Wow. So, can you elaborate on tree tag vision for natural economic zones and how they contribute to sustainable development?
Actually, a natural economic zone was an initial during the tree tax development. It is a thought, but later it developed because we got a lead from Kerala Startup Mission for a project in Shornur, which is a garden. So not only trees we are tagging, we can tag the exotic species, medicinal plants, sculptures, structures, everything can be geotagged. So it is a inventory platform. Maybe a garden can be completely digitalized. So we are introducing a digital garden system, maybe a tree museum. So such kind of system. So already the application has developed and it's deployed and it's now under testing phase. So one is that kind of natural economic zone we are talking about. The second thing is about net zero centers, what we have in our mind, but it's not implemented yet, where we have a co-working space with having sustainability ranking in architecture, which full of greenery, what we could say, renewable energy, electric vehicle, with a business model aspect as well. So that's what natural economic zone comes in, and also Oxy Park is now also available, where that kind of facilities.
Wow, okay. So, how does Tree Tag approach partnerships with businesses to help them make more nature conscious decisions?
That means, for example, corporates, maybe some corporates are interested for CSR as part of a ESG perspective. They may be planting thousands of trees, maybe 2,000, 5,000, or 10,000, such kind of projects. So some may not interested in that. So we have the STEM facility for the corporate sector as well. Maybe an event if they need to plant some trees for their speakers, such kind of
Yeah.
facilities is there. For an employee engagement type of tree plantation, if needed, that is possible. Digital technology and what a digital certificate for the employee, maybe employee birthday or something, or maybe an employee on their birthday, they can itself plant a tree in their home or nearby, and they can tag, and they will be responsible for taking care of the tree. So that is based on the requirement from the corporate. We are providing the service, and we are all enabled for supporting the corporate sector in terms of afforestation projects.
Okay. And like, so what has been the most surprising learning in your journey of building a nature conscious community through tree tag?
Actually, it is a learning curve, which I would say each year we are progressing. That means we started in 2021. 2022, we got a startup grant from Kerala Startup Mission and EY Global Delivery Services. We were a hackathon winner. It is a national level hackathon. From 174 ideas, we got the selection. So it is a traction. Then we got selected in 2024. We got selected for Y Youth Ecopreneur by G20 Land Initiative, UNCCD. So there we got, because our project has got acceptance and support from the international level audience as well. So now we are providing a service in Kenya, in Gambia, in African regions as well. So we understood from Kerala, from India, we are into now a global level service as well we are providing. So that is what my insight and learning from that.
Wow. Okay, so looking ahead, like what do you see as the biggest opportunity for tree tag to contribute to India's climate change mitigation efforts?
Uh, as I mentioned about the students community, that means students. We know so many students are graduate. Millions of students are graduating every year from India itself. The population and the potential. So if a student is planting a single tree itself, there are lot of trees, and if they are conserving it, they are taking care of the sapling for the climate change mitigation in India through the students' participation. So,
And like, what advice would you give to young entrepreneurs like who wants to start sustainable business in India?
sustainable business in India, it has different aspect. That means the business should be sustainable. While generating profit, we should sustain. That is a
Yeah.
sustainable business aspect. And sustainability means we are creating a brand or a project based on sustainability. So based on sustainability, it has a lot of challenges in any parts of the world, because we need to have a capacity. We need to have a base understanding about what we are going to do, and then for the community, what we are approaching, they should understand what is the major thing we are creating. Because for climate change mitigation, it is very what we could say, every day we should be motivated to do such a project. So for our young entrepreneurs who are starting, they need to pilot it. Actually, they need to identify a beautiful idea or a great idea, then they pilot it their region itself based on the requirement, then scale it to the global level, get the feedbacks, get the metrics, get what all they can do, and then scale it to the global level, so it will be efficient.
Yeah. Okay. So it's quite an like inspiring stories I have had like this conversation, and like my audience will also like this the journey that you have gone through, and how you made the tree tag like successful, and like going forward like the future plans so it's been amazing. And so let's
Thank you.
keep doing these conversations like in future also, and So thanks a lot for joining this
Thanks,
Planecious
thanks.
Leader series.
Thanks, Rohit, for the great
Okay.
opportunity for us
Yeah,
as well.
thanks a lot. Thanks for
Great to connect.
joining, and yeah, thanks
Great
a
to
lot.
connect.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.